In this video, we're going to start to talk about runs. The nice thing about runs is it lets you see what actually occurred within your workflow. So did things run well or did they not run so well? And you'll find out very quickly. The other nice aspect of it is that you can actually see every single step. So you'll know if something went wrong and you'll know where it went wrong and what went wrong. So let's start to take a look at this. So if we go on the left-hand side over here, you can see there's a runs tab. The other place you can see runs is within the actual workflow itself. So if I click on Postman Echo, which is a previous tutorial's workflows, up on the right-hand side, it says View Runs. The nice part about this is it actually filters the runs for that particular workflow. So what you see here is I'm only seeing the Postman Echo. You'll also notice that it's green here, meaning that it ran successfully all the way through. The status says success. It also tells me that I was the one that ran it, Michael Chenitz, and the owner is also Michael Chenitz. So you could always have different owners and different people who run it. There's some actions on the left to delete the run. That's not deleting the workflow itself. It's actually just deleting this particular run. Now I just clicked to go into this run by just clicking on that. So if I go back one screen, I just clicked on the Postman Echo anywhere over here except for where it says delete. And it brings me into that actual run. So now it shows me general workflow properties that are over here. But if I click on the Postman Echo action, you'll notice that if I go down, it actually shows me the inputs and outputs that we had here. So it shows me what ran and it shows me everything about that. Now, if you want to see more about maybe a run that occurred that didn't go so well, there's actually a filter box here. So right now it's showing me the last thing that I ran, which was Postman Echo. But if I actually uncheck this, it's still showing me Postman Echo because this was the last run within the day. Let me check out of that. But let's go into year to date. Now I'll see all of the runs that I did for different workflows that were running. And I can click on one that didn't go so well. So let's see. Let's go into a demo here that failed. So here you can see that it's all green. But then at the end here, I have a red one. Now this particular workflow creates a DB that is in RDS and Amazon. It goes through and checks whether that DB is up and running. And then afterwards, it actually uses Google Cloud to install a Kubernetes workflow. So if I go down here, you can see all the different parameters that we used here. It's not very secure. And you could see the output. And this is really the important piece. First of all, this was in red, which means it was bad. And here's the error code that it's showing you. So it's showing me that it can't find the tiller. So I'm using Helm to install, and the tiller is something that it installs within Kubernetes, and I'm finding that it couldn't find that. So it couldn't find the follower directory. It really couldn't find the tiller because I didn't have it set up properly. So I knew what the problem was, and I was able to troubleshoot it down really quick. But then the other nice piece is every single step that you click on will show you the in and out of those steps. So if you need to understand what the in and out of a previous step is, you can see that just by clicking on the steps. So it gives you a really nice run through of everything that occurred while you actually ran this. The other nice thing is this is a while loop. So you can see up here there's a 1 of 34. So you can see each iteration of that while loop to see what occurred during that while loop. Now we know that each one of these was successful, and it actually took about 34 times to go back and see whether this was this database was up. But on the 34th time, it did see that the variable that this was up, and it actually went through, and we see that the next step after that loop is what actually had the issue. So really nice in that it shows you all the steps that you can go through. You can see all your runs for everything when you go into runs over here. Again, this is filtering to the one that we last went to. So you could uncheck that, and you can go into year to date, and you'll see all your runs for everything. So that's about it for runs. I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough. It's a very powerful feature of this Orchestrator. And that's about it. We'll see some more in future videos.